Gaurav, because you've been speaking to your sources, you're speaking on the ground to those within the IDF. What are they telling you about allegations that the IDF is targeting innocent civilians in the Gaza Strip, that they're probably using white phosphorus against civilians?
So these are officers of the Israeli army right behind me, and a little while back we saw more forces move into this area. This is an area where you see very heavy movement of the Israeli forces, and they say they have not, at least the officer we spoke to said they have not been using anything that is banned. They've been using 155mm howitzers, they've been using precision munition, they've been using all the munition that they're allowed to use in combat. But they're also very clear that when it comes to stopping food and water and gas supply to Gaza Strip, they're saying if you kill 1,200 of our people, it's not going to be picnic for those across. And it's for the people across to hunt out the Hamas and hand them over or face the consequences. Civilians have been asked to move back. So there is a steely resolve here as far as Israel is concerned, whether it's the security forces or the civilians, people at large. They're speaking in one voice, at least the people that we've been speaking to, they're speaking in one voice that Hamas terror has to be decimated, whatever it takes, and that's exactly what they intend to do. If you see the mobilization, if you see the troop movement, if you see the deployment and the preparations, and also the targeting of the Hamas strongholds in Gaza Strip, the entire principle of war as far as they are concerned, one aim is decimation of Hamas, whatever it takes. The fence all along is being strengthened all over again so that there is no more breach. You can see the kind of movement that's taking place all along. We're actually at that junction where troops come in and troops go, clearing areas. So you see the army here, you see the police here, and all of their weapons are cocked. If you notice, such is the level of threat that their weapons are completely cocked, when they go in, because there still remain pockets where there are apprehensions that there are Hamas fighters and terrorists in this locality. So they cannot take any chances as they battle the enemy within and the enemy across. So, okay, I want to show you one more image as it happens. That's another plume of smoke. We heard the roar of the fighter jets just a short while back, and there you can see there, that's the trail of the rocket. You can actually see that entire trail of the rocket. There. You see the Iron Dome system getting activated. You see that? That is how Israel is decimating the threat. That is how Israel is decimating the threat. You can see it right in front of you. Hear the roar for a moment. So this is how close to the real battlefield we are at this point of time. You heard the trajectory, you saw the trajectory of that howitzer, and you heard the boom across. This is how Israel is pulverizing the Hamas threat, the threat posed by Hamas. Now, what I have been told is that these are very precision munition is being used because they have pinpoint accuracy of where Hamas strongholds are. So, as the rocket flies, as the munition flies, see, you heard the other one. You can hear the bomb go off, and let me once attempt to show it to you. You can see it fly and fall, and that is the thick plume of smoke that's rising. Follow me. This is operations on ground as they happen, and these are still long distance weapons that are being used. Air to ground missiles are being fired, howitzers are being fired, precision munition is being used, troops on ground are ready. Look at these soldiers. We've missed that one shot. There were 4 soldiers on one side, all 4 with their weapons cocked. That's the level of threat in this locality where we are, right next to the Gaza Strip. And Israel is very clear. Small country, they will fight with what they have, and they say we will do whatever it takes to destroy the threat completely on ground. There you see more soldiers are now coming in. Let me also take you to this corner. This is where the soldiers are moving to the front. I will try and show you, though we are not allowed to go in that direction, but this is where the soldiers are headed. That's the way to the Gaza Strip. This vehicle is the final point to which way we can go, but beyond this, that is where the soldiers are absolutely headed. That's the situation on ground here at Sderot, right next to the Gaza Strip, Polemy.